The Swapper is a 2D platform puzzle game made by Facepalm Games, a small indie developer hailing from Helsinki, Finland. This is the first game, and today I'm reviewing the PS4 version. You play a nameless astronaut stranded aboard the Theseus, a huge space station in orbit above a mineral-rich planet called Chori 5. Shortly after arriving on the Theseus, you find a tool which allows you to clone yourself and transfer your consciousness to any one of the clones that you choose to create. This tool is referred to as the Swapper. The first thing you notice when you take control of your unnamed anti-hero is that it feels a bit weird. Pushing left on the controller doesn't turn your character around, but it makes him walk backwards. You control which way your character faces by using the right stick, which is quite unusual for a 2D platformer. The odd feeling is short-lived, however, as you soon realise when you pick up your weapon that this method makes perfect sense. The controller becomes an extension of your body in no time at all, such is the simplicity of the button layout. It soon becomes apparent that to progress through the game you're going to have to kill yourself a lot of times. I'm not talking about the usual trial and error method of dying, restarting from a checkpoint and then trying something different. Yeah, there's a small amount of that in there, but I'm talking about actually sacrificing a huge amount of your exact replicas in order to get from A to B or to solve a puzzle. It's pretty grim if you stop to think about it. You're creating human beings with the intention of killing them, all in the name of self-preservation, but you soon get over it. The aim of the game is to collect orbs so that you can access new areas. You get orbs by solving puzzles, and every orb is located in an elaborately laid out room which you need to replicate yourself to traverse. The puzzle is solved when you collect the orb. It sounds simple enough, and for the most part it is. There were only 2 puzzles that had me completely stumped, but it was nothing a little perseverance and thinking outside the box couldn't solve. I'd say that the increase in difficulty as you move through the game is perfect. It's always difficult and you always feel a little bit out of your depth, which is what makes the Swapper so rewarding. You're gently introduced to new mechanics and obstacles, and not bombarded with a barrage of skills and special moves and other bullshit that a lot of games are guilty of, and can leave everything feeling a little bit worthless. Something I haven't spoken about yet is the look of the game. You can see for yourself the game is absolutely gorgeous looking. Facepalm Games created clear models of the backdrop components and sprites, and put them in the game to astounding effect. It's all very rudimentary looking, but well crafted, spruced up by some luscious lighting and beautifully used filters. This is accompanied by an incredibly unnerving soundtrack. It wouldn't be out of place on Kubrick's Space Odyssey. A blend of ambient synth noises and a morose piano score work well together to create a mood that can be frankly chilling at times. Though the voice acting can be a little poor, I'm not sure if this is just ignorant preference on my part though, as I'm not keen on the well-spoken, upper-middle-class English. The game is pretty short, taking me under 5 hours initially, but the pacing's perfect. If you like your problem-solving games, and you enjoyed the likes of Braid, Limbo, Shadow Complex, or even Super Meat Boy, you won't regret picking up this game. It had my full attention throughout, and I felt fully satisfied by the end of it. It's got a pretty good story behind it. I enjoyed my second playthrough, seeking out the very vague and elusive trophies, of which I had a tally of 0 after my first go round, and would still have a tally of 0 if I hadn't used a guide to figure out how to unlock them. I do recommend trying to unlock the trophies without using a guide, but only if you have the time. It could take you quite a while. All in all, the Swapper is a hell of a game. While I don't hold it in the same esteem as other 2D platformers such as Braid and Limbo, I love it nonetheless. It's concise, and it's a perfect example of less being more. It's rare that I buy a game and I find myself thinking about it when I'm not playing it, but this is one of those games. I can now safely say that I'm a fan of Facepalm Games and I can't wait to see what they do next. On the Waynescale, it gets 4 Waynes out of 5.